All right, so the debate that happened. Holy crap. The one that happened just a couple days ago. I am doing finally a live well, I would say a reaction. I watched it and I mean, I was going to vote for Trump one way or another, but, I was going to turn off my speaker. Speaker turned off. There we go. All right, anyway. So, I just don't know how anybody can say with a straight face that Joe Biden, first off, was ever a good candidate. We've all been saying, all of us, we've all been told that we're wrong, that we should not believe our eyes. And that's not good. That's not good. I think that we should not always trust our instincts, but I think instinct is a good thing. Intuition is a good thing. Analysis is a good thing. Sometimes what they call the eye test is a good thing. If I just don't know how anybody can support what the Democratic vision is in general. Not just the fact that Joe Biden's old and sucks. The Democratic vision in general sucks. By the way, there's a lot of dropped frames on this particular live stream. And that's because I'm uploading a video. Hold on. I think, so we dropped, okay, so this is going to be one of the more shitty streams. Hold on. Okay, so I actually also started a recording of this, just to let everybody know. All right, but yeah, so really what that debate was about, if you think about it, was what you see with your eyes. What they're trying to convince us is that our eyes are lying, and they're not. That was bad. That was real bad. And I mean, I was voting for Trump one way or another. Just to let everybody know that, like, no matter what happened. But I had a feeling this was going to happen because truth is, if you didn't know Trump or Biden's age, you would think, like, let's say you didn't actually know what their actual age was, you would think that, like, Trump was 30 years younger than Biden. Straight up. First off, I don't vote Democrat at all. I think that democracy is a bad thing. We're a constitutional republic, first off. Let's get that fact straight. One thing nobody ever talks about is that fact. And the thing is, democracy means majority rule. Let's just put that out there. Majority rule is actually a bad thing. You do not want a majority to rule. And I'll tell you why. Because a lot of the times throughout history, the majority gets it wrong. If the majority of people start creating laws, that's bad. There comes a lot of unjust laws through democracy, trust me. Also, there's a lot of unjust practices and agreements. A few fun, terrible facts, to be honest. If you think about it, let's look at some things that were majority rule back in the day. Around the world, even. Slavery is majority rule. Witch burning was a majority rule. Fun fact, like, seriously, people hunting witches was, sadly, that's a bad thing. And, the problem with majority rule is bad ideas in a group. If a bad idea flourishes, people will agree with a bad idea in a group, even if they know personally it's a bad idea. That's why you should always form your opinions in private, so your opinions do not get muddled and muddied by the group. The group is a bad thing, especially if you try to rely on the group to come up with your own opinion. You just have to think for yourself. You have to sit in a room and think, how do I want to live my life? How is the world actually? How do I analyze the world? And then, once you've come up with your own opinions, it's always good to come up with your own thoughts in private. You don't want to get muddied down. We see this a lot in the world. For the longest time, I'll give you an example. I was afraid to tell people that I voted for Trump because I was afraid I'd get fired from my job. And then I was like, you know what? If I like Trump and I got fired from my job, good riddance. That job I don't want that job. So, as Gavin McKenna says, get fired, get in trouble, and never stop fighting. I think that's kind of the quote. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is we're not a democracy is what I'm trying to say. First and foremost. So I think it's one thing we all got to get straight. Another thing we have to get straight. By the way, the beginning of this live stream was pretty rough. So, what the hell did I just do? Hold on. Okay, 30 seconds. That's bullshit. What the hell? Hold on. Is that 30 seconds? Yeah, it's 30. Click the waveform to enter directly into the... God damn it. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Fucking this is being so gay. Hold on. Next. Just trying to upload a podcast, which was a bad idea to do a live stream and upload a podcast at the same time. Pretty dumb. Let's edit those ad breaks. Was that at 30? Fuck it. Okay, that fucking works this time. Good. All right. Anyway, sorry about that. Anyway, trying to upload to Rumble and upload to Spotify. But I thought about it and I was like, it's why I choose to be like an independent, instead of an employee, an independent contractor. I think that's honestly the best way to go at this point in my life. Malik is saying Biden is being selfish by not dropping out. I agree completely. That debate was horrendous. And by the way, I just want to apologize to my audience for not doing a reaction a lot sooner. I don't really dive into the realm of politics very much. I try not to, but I mean, obviously I'm a Trump fan, like big time, but I try not to dive into the realm of politics very much. I mean, I don't even really vote Republican. I don't really vote Democrat. I'm very independent in my thinking. But yeah, well, I was always going to vote Trump to begin with, just because he's a big middle finger to the establishment. I don't like lifelong politicians. Trump is the opposite of a lifelong politician, and I'll take it. Say what you want, but he has accomplished a lot. Is he a little hard-headed, hard-nosed? Sure. But at least, I don't know what Biden's accomplished. He's been a lifelong politician mooching off the taxpayer. I'm not going to say all the heinous things that Biden has done, because that might get me kicked off of YouTube, because YouTube is pro-Biden, so I have to be nice to Biden, unfortunately. I don't feel bad for Joe Biden, to be honest. It's kind of he got what he deserved moment. He got what he deserved. He's been effing this country for so long, even as a senator, even as a president. I don't think he puts America first. I really don't. There's no evidence that Joe Biden does. So, F Joe Biden. But yeah, I was voting for Trump. There's no way in hell I'm voting for Joe Biden. No way in hell. Like, why? I'm pro-America. Malik says, I'm personally not a fan of Trump's character, but his policies benefit me, and he is in the driver's seat in this election. He absolutely is. First off, that might have been the easiest debate of all time. That felt like, if we're going to use like a basketball analogy here, that would be like the winner of the NBA Finals, Boston Celtics this year, going up against the worst team in the league, the Detroit Pistons, and calling that the NBA Finals. That would be a blowout. It would be a mess. It would be bad. Yeah, it's fucked up. Oh, Tim is on as Sandcastle. It says, he's saying, why are my messages not getting through? Honestly, YouTube is stupid and does a lot of auto blocking on comments. So if anybody is commenting at all, if you say anything that the YouTube bots deem as air quotes inappropriate, which is bullshit, by the way, I'm pretty sure they shadow ban most of my shit. I wouldn't be surprised. I will say Spotify has been really good about listing my show. I get to say whatever the hell I want about anything without fear of demonetization. But yeah, I see that message though, where he's saying, why are my messages not getting through? Yeah, I'm just, and then even if they did replace Joe Biden with another Democratic candidate, the Democratic Party is bad. I don't think it's good for, first off, the Democratic Party has shown that they're not America first. They're about never-ending wars and making, I don't know. Honestly, I've never seen a party so anti-American. Seriously. Like, you can say that I'm lying to you, whatever. The facts are the facts. The economy's shittier under Biden. Inflation's been through the roof these last years. And he keeps saying he's trying to clean up the mess that Trump made. Trump actually had a good economy. I'm sorry. When COVID came along, that's the only thing that sucked ass. But that was like for a year. Biden just made things worse. I'm sorry. Biden's not good for the country. Obviously, we've been lied to so much by the mainstream media, everybody. We've been lied to. And most Americans, here's what they're saying. What most Americans are saying is we're fed up. We're tired of majority rule because the America was not founded on majority rule. We're not a democracy. I'm sick and tired of everybody saying that America is a democracy. It is not. It is a constitutional republic. That is what it's always been. And I don't know who came up with the lie or the thought. But a constitutional republic is better than a majority rule. Trust me. When you have majority rule, here's what you get as a result. You get things like slavery. Because seriously, the majority of people have to agree that that's okay. Majority rule leads to terrible things. Majority rule leads to terrible things like witch burning. I'm not kidding. It's not good. You don't want majority rule. It's bad. Anyway, so let's read the comments real quick. So Malik is saying, SC on the chat filter, select all messages. I can see your other, maybe that's what I need to do on here because it's saying top chat. Oh, snap. Okay. So if I go to, okay, you know what? I realized in OBS Studio, it was only showing top chat. It wasn't showing all messages. So Tim, that is my fault, brother. My bad. But let's see. Okay, so let me see what Tim was saying. I actually see the comments now. My bad. So Tim was saying, as far as I can tell from the news, Biden is refusing to drop out and likely won't. He just did a fundraiser at a billionaire's home today. Biden is, yeah, let's see. Tim is saying a lot of people said if Biden didn't do his fundraiser today, he's out. But he went through with it anyway, read from a teleprompter in a billionaire's living room. Dude, I don't know who is trying to get this guy elected. Why is anybody trying to get this guy elected? Let's see, Melissa. Sandcastle Tim said, as far as I can tell from the news, the president is refusing to drop out and likely won't. He just did a fundraiser. Yeah, okay, that's right. Dude, I'm Tim. I just want to apologize. I probably could have seen those messages. My problem was, so there's a little thing that says live chat, and it says there's two options. It says top chat, and I never even knew that I could select anything other than that until now. So It's a bit of a dumbass move on my end. Anyway, I just forgive me, folks, for anybody who's ever chatted on this program and I did not see their messages because of a feature that I should have probably knew a little bit better. So hopefully you guys understand. Anyway, because normally I like to read all the comments. I'm like a comment whore. I try to get all the comments read. It's fun. I just thought for a moment YouTube was YouTube's got a history of sketchy things, so who can blame me for thinking that YouTube tries to block shit? Anyway, no, but that I just, and everybody's like, he just had one. Some Democrats are just saying he just had one debate. You can't let that define him. It's like, no, he's been like this the whole freaking time. There's video evidence all over the place that Biden is not fit to be president. He never was. Also, he's not the first pick that people really wanted in the Democratic Party to begin with. It was really Bernie Sanders, but I'm not a Bernie Sanders guy because he's a total communist, but whatever. Honestly, I'm not even too sure I don't know if I'd be bad. Oof. I don't know. All those roads lead to hell. And then Tim said, Biden criticizes Trump for representing the rich. He just did a fundraiser for $250,000 per person at a billionaire's mansion. Yeah. Here's the thing. Guys like Joe Biden, the Democratic Party as a whole, are what we like to call, what they call us, hypocrites. The truth is, they take money from billionaires and pretend to hate them. They pretend to hate the billionaires. So it's funny. It's basically they try to be secretive about it, but they're really not good at it because it's clear that these billionaires line all these politicians' pockets under the table to pass shitty laws that benefit those companies. And I love capitalism, don't get me wrong, but there are some crooked ass people who are rich. Not all rich people are the same, though. Everybody's different. There are humans. There are all sorts of humans in different classes of life. If we're going by classes, if we're going by lower class, there's good and shitty people. Middle class, good and shitty people. Rich, good and shitty people. It's all really what money does. It amplifies the type of person you are. So anyway, Jaegerbomb said, "Let's go, Brandon." I think that's my buddy Charlie, by the way. Maybe it might be. I think that's Charlie. Well, hell yeah. No, absolutely. But man, no, I can't wait to see Trump win. I think he should. I'm voting for him, even though I'm in the bluest, probably one of the bluer states. I think Trump has enough headway to turn Oregon red. Like, that's my prediction, at least. We'll see if I'm right. Let's see. Tim says all of the banks went woke, but it didn't stop the government from raising the capital gains tax. Their wokeness was a total fail, and now the banks are angry. Malik says, in 2020, sorry guys to be out of my bad. 2020 Dem primary, Biden finished fourth in New Hampshire and Iowa. Dems didn't want him the first time and definitely not this time. Oh, and my boy Yeager, I think it might be my boy Charlie, I'm not too sure, but says, good night. Good night, my man. Yeah, no, I'm just surprised. I really am, you guys. That was one of the worst debates I've ever seen in my life. Just saying. That was bad. Like I'll turn the tables real quick. Let's just say, I guess I would say I lean more conservative, even though I'm pretty damn liberal for the most part. I think I'm a classic liberal more than anything. I just love freedom of speech. I want people to do their thing. Just don't kill each other. There's got to be reasonable laws. Not too many laws, but enough laws to make it to where people don't totally fuck each other, because people have that ability. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm just not too sure what to think at this point, you guys. I adjust the lighting. Hold on. 5, that's good. But Malik says you sound like a libertarian. I mean, I probably more. I guess it's tough for me. I'm different in a lot of ways. I just have, who knows where I lean the most. I don't know. All I know is I do vote on policy. And a little on character. A little on character. Does Trump have the greatest character in the world? No. But I don't trust if I'm gonna choose between two sleazy people, am I gonna choose the lifetime businessman or the lifelong politician? I'm gonna choose the businessman because at least the businessman, even if he's failed a lot of times, has at least tried. I don't trust lifelong politicians. I think if you're in the game too long, you definitely become corrupt and you get used to being corrupt and you're so good at saying nothing and kissing ass that you don't do anything at all. And so I don't trust, like, Biden was definitely not anybody's first choice ever. If I was voting Democrat, let's say if I was voting Democrat, I would have wanted Bernie Sanders. I'm just gonna say that right now, or Andrew Yang. Never Biden. Like, it should have been. You know how people are like never Trump? It should have been never Biden. You should have never made him the primary candidate. Who in God? Like, I don't get it. I don't get how people think Biden's the answer. Anyway, whatever. Um, let's see. Tim said the most interesting part is that I'm old enough to remember 5 minutes ago where the media said Biden being old and demented was a deep fake and the videos were edited. Now they say he must drop out. It's so funny. That's the irony about it. What they're telling you, it's basically gaslighting. They're basically telling you what your eyes see. Don't believe what your eyes are telling you. Don't believe them. It's like, okay, maybe I am potentially wrong. They should always consider that you're wrong. But there's so much evidence showing that Biden is just, I mean, sure, he's 80, but I've seen 80-year-olds who clearly have their mental faculties. He doesn't. And he really should. He should be at home with his wife, who honestly, his wife doesn't love him. The fact that she's putting him through this is sick. It's sick. It's elder abuse, man. Ugh. It's disgusting. Anyway, Ashley Sanders is saying maybe the person who should withdraw from the race is the convicted who is currently out on bail and has been charged with dozens of felonies because he tried to illegally overturn. First off, Ashley, okay, he didn't illegally do it. He questioned an election. You can question elections, by the way. That is okay. He was trying to look for a legal method, and he questioned it. It is okay. By the way, I'm the first person to say this probably get my channel taken down for saying this, but it is okay to question the integrity of elections. People did it when Trump won in 2016. Every Democrat under the sun questioned the election. In 2020, you had the right to question it. And I think in 2024, no matter what the result, everybody deserves to question the integrity. It keeps the system honest. It does. And if you think it's rigged, if you really truly believe, you should speak up. That's all I got to say. I'm not saying if it was rigged one way or another. I'm just saying if people want to believe something's rigged, they have every right to question. That's the whole point. You should always question things. Always. When did we live in a world where we just have to believe what the big old media companies tell us? No, we should question things. We should question what we're being told is a lie. I question things all the time. The point I'm trying to make is this. Keep questioning. Keep coming up with your own thoughts. Seriously, form your own opinions. It's a good thing. It's called critical thinking. It's something that human beings should continue to do. And I hope human beings continue to critically think. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. I don't know. If we're all spending time on Facebook, we're definitely not. We're too busy seeing what everybody else is doing. So I stay off that shit because I think it's poison. I think it's cool to connect with people, but I think it's bad to see what everybody else is doing because a lot of people are very envious. That's just the way the world works. It's human nature. But Ashley, that is the stupidest comment I've ever heard. And also, do you want to know why do you want to know why Trump's convicted? Well, I think you know why. Because his name's Donald Trump. Even Andrew Cuomo, who I think is a corrupt bastard, even admitted that because his name is Donald Trump is the reason that he got those convictions. Those convictions would have been thrown out the door on anybody else. Because he is the political opponent running against Joe Biden, I think we can all draw some sort of parallel. They do it in Russia all the time. If anybody tries to run against Vladimir Putin, you know what happens to them? They come up with something. It's called lawfare. Lawfare's real. It's fucking real. And the fact that lawfare exists in America, not good. Not good at all. And I don't care if any, and to any YouTube moderators, by the way, I'm just going to say this so I get protected by the algorithm. So the YouTube moderators don't get alerted by this. I love Joe Biden. He's number one. I love Joe Biden. He's lots of fun. I love Joe Biden. He's the best in the world. I love Joe Biden. Don't worry, you guys. I'm super educated, and I know that Joe Biden will save us all and destroy the economy. Anyway, so anyway, yeah, Joe Biden sucks. I will happily continue to vote against him. Obviously, I'm voting for Trump. That's just a fact. There's no way in hell. I mean, the Democratic Party lost me a long time ago. I used to vote Democrat when I was younger. When I was really young, when I first when I turned 18, basically, when I could vote. But I realized that, the more I read history, more I read a lot of things, I realized that sometimes you got to think for yourself. You got to analyze for yourself. You got to read history. You got to understand what's going on. You can't just believe everything that you hear. So anyway, Ashley, that was obviously I think Ashley might be a bot. But thank you, Ashley, for contributing your bot-like response to protect Joe Biden. Obviously, we all, the only people who are supporting Joe Biden at this point legitimately, I believe, in my opinion, are bots like Ashley Sanders that just chatted on here, because I just don't believe a real person is gonna sit here and tell me that Joe Biden is a good choice. And the only reason, by the way, Trump is a convicted felon is because his name is Donald Trump, and you get indicted for anything in New York if you're Donald Trump. The jury hates you. Everybody in New York does not like Joe Biden because they're so far up their own ass about being Democrats that, of course, they see him as the enemy. So of course, you're not going to get, if you're Donald Trump, you're not going to get a fair trial in New York. That's just a fact. No, it's not a jury of your peers. It's a jury of people who don't like you, basically. I mean, I guess that could still be a version of your peers, by the way, unfortunately. So I don't know. I am America first. I love America. America's a great country. And I think people like Joe Biden make it shitty. I don't think that, first off, there is no vision in the Democratic Party anymore except for to be anti-Trump. That's not a vision. I will say this, you all may not like Trump, that's fine. But here's one thing he has that Biden doesn't have. He has a real vision. He wants to make America great again. He thinks that what has been done to America has been shitty. And he wants to fix it. And he's right. The economy's in shambles. The Federal Reserve is printing money up the ass. We're funding wars we shouldn't be funding. We're starting new ones every day. How I'm not I am not going to be I'm not going to vote for the party that wants endless wars. One of the reasons I didn't vote Democrat, I didn't vote George Bush. I didn't want it. Well, actually, I don't think I could have at that age, but I can remember even who I voted for. But point is, I don't vote for a party or a person who promotes endless wars. I don't want it. I like Trump because he was actually the most anti-war president we've ever had. He was the first to go to a negotiation table. He didn't want people to die. That says something. I don't care. You may hate his trash talk. You may think he's a brutal meanie, whatever. I don't really care. I would rather have a guy who says mean things and does the right thing than have a guy who says all the nice things that I want to hear and does all the terrible things in the shadows. So, yeah, I'm voting Trump. F you all. Anyway, let's see what Tim says. Tim is saying some billionaires support him because illegal immigrant lowers labor costs for their investments. They live in mansions and gated communities, so don't care about the negative impacts. Well, first off, it does affect you. It does. Even those billionaires have to realize that it does. It's a trickle. It's not. Here's the thing. They say trickle down economics. Well, what Biden is doing is trickle up. I'm saying, and I know that defies gravity, obviously, in that analogy, but it's true. I guess we could say slithers up or something. I don't know. But what I'm trying to say is trust me, the billionaires will not feel it monetarily. But here's what's going to happen in no short order. We're going to let a lot of wrong people, the wrong kind of people, through the border. And when I say wrong kind, I mean people with ill intent. Not even of a specific race, by the way. We're talking about just people with ill intent. There's a reason that you need to have customs. There's a reason you need to have a process. You need to figure out if people who are crossing want to harm people. Are they armed? That's important too. If you're going through the country, we need to check what you're bringing through with you. Some of these people who are crossing the border, they're just allowing it, are crossing the border with weapons. Come on, man. It's an invasion. And it's not, what's sad? It's not even racist to say that. It's not even a specific race. It's just anybody who hates America can come right on in. It's an easy gateway. It would be like if, let's say I did have a house, right? Let's say I did have a house and I maybe needed to protect it from burglars. And, maybe let's say I did have a lot of stuff to steal, okay? And if I have a fence around the place, am I just going to leave, especially if it's in an area with burglaries happen, am I just going to leave the gate open and just say, hey, everybody come on in? No, I'm going to have a code or something. The point is, the beauty is, it's the American people who are voting for this election. It is. And I'm excited. I think a lot of people are fed up. If you look at, it's so funny, even in places like New Jersey, people are lining up to see Trump. They want to see him. They're like, damn, this is awesome. But no. Bidenomics sucks. Bad for business. I can't wait. Can't wait for Trump. That's all I gotta say. Shit needs to happen. It so fucking does. I don't know. It's just also surprising sometimes, you know what I mean? But I do want to thank Tim for contributing to the discussion, man. Tim's always I just want to give a shout out because he has been one of the, in my opinion, one of the day one people who has contributed to this channel so much. It's great. I love just having conversations with him. I need to actually do a live stream with him pretty soon, where we're like on StreamYard or something. Oh shit, Tim is saying I'm drinking wine and watching the UFC pay-per-view main event next. Nice, dude, get it. Hot damn. But yeah, one of these times, man, I'm working a later shift, by the way, which is kind of cool. I'm working from like 10 a.m. to 7 p.m., which is nice. Monday through Friday, which is really cool. But yeah, it's kind of the perfect shift for me. Allows me to kind of sleep in a little bit. So we'll be able to actually have more like later night discussions as long as you're, as long as you don't have to like go to bed super early. I just don't want to keep you up when we do a StreamYard soon enough sort of thing. But yeah, no, Tim has been a big contributor to this show. Just in general. So yeah, there's been a lot of people who I think have boosted the popularity of the show naturally, just by being authentic. That's kind of what the show tries to pride itself on is the authenticity of one's opinions and one's feelings and thoughts and all that shit. I really want people to form their own opinions. I don't want people to agree with me. I want people to agree with themselves, I think is the honest truth. I want people to agree with themselves. And that sounds odd to say, but like, not try to agree with others, to try to agree with what they truly feel themselves. Oh, the Canadian invasion is happening. The Canada invasion is happening. Tim Smith will be in the USA in September. Like I said, it's just like when the Beatles. It's like the British invasion, the Beatles. But we got my boy Tim. It's the Canadian invasion. That's awesome, dude. Hell yeah. I think I remember you said you were going to see was it a concert? Were you like seeing a concert in the US though in September? Is that what you're doing? It's gonna be sick if that's the case. It's gonna be awesome. I think I remember you saying. I think you said something about a Smashing Pumpkins concert or something. I'm just gonna say this right now. I'm glad I can finally see all the comments. Oh damn, dude. Okay, so Tim is saying that I'm blocked off 4 hours. Sorry, guys. I'm tired as shit today. I've been out in the sun quite a bit today. Okay, so Tim is saying I'm blocked off 4 hours for the all-you-can-eat buffet at the Bellagio Hotel. Also says, yeah, Smashing Pumpkins and Privis in Las Vegas, in the Fontainebleau. Hell yeah, dude, get it. My man, dude, get it. Dude, it's gonna be wild, man. Oh, give me 1 second, folks. I gotta check something real quick on here. But yeah, hey, look, I will say this to anybody who's suffering with copium right now. If you were voting for Joe Biden before, feel free to feel free to vote for him if you really think he was the best. If you think he's the best candidate, fine. I I don't want to stop anybody for voting for who they want to vote for, because I honestly believe that most people have just been convinced that I mean, you get what you vote for. I will admit, everybody, if you vote for Biden, you're getting bullshit. You're getting lied to. You're getting gaslit. You're getting gaslit. Sorry. It's just the truth. It's gaslighting to the nth degree. Whatever. But yeah, as he says, I'm. Tim is saying I might go to the Kiss mini golf. They let you shoot your balls right into Gene Simmons' mouth. Oh man, that's funny. I think that'd be kind of fun, dude. A little like Kiss mini golf. That'd be badass. I already love mini golf already. That's like mini golf is the only form of golf I can actually play. So that'd be fun to do some mini golf. Like I've actually never done a real 18 or 9, even 9 holes. I've never done on a real. I've only been to the driving range. I'm not really a big golf guy. Just never like. I could never really get into it. I don't know if it's just like maybe I'm just not white enough. I don't know. Maybe it's. I mean, I am 25% Mexican. What can I say? I think there's a part of me. I really just never got into golf. Golf never interested me that much. I mean, I like hitting golf balls with a baseball bat though. Like, I know I'm going off on a total tangent, by the way, about golf, but yeah, I just never got into it. Like actual golf. I love mini golf because it's just putting the whole time, in like a little freaking weird area. With real golf, you got to like walk all over I mean, you get to be in the sun. I guess that's the one benefit. But if I'm gonna be in the sunshine, I mean, I guess the closest thing to golf I've ever done is frisbee golf. Frisbee golf is pretty fun, but even that I sparingly do. I just, there's people I know, like my boy Lambert. He loves mini golf. He loves actual, like, real golf. He plays all the time. It'd be fun to play against him, though, for sure. It would just be fun to see how much I get my ass kicked. Because I know I could drive the ball. Can't putt for real. I really, truly can't putt that well. So, be a huge advantage for him. But, golf is tricky, though. Golf is a challenging sport. I mean, it would be fun to try to learn how to be a good golfer, but anyway, no, I went off on a tangent, but that's awesome that you get to actually, like, there's so many little, it's funny, you know what Vegas reminds me of? It reminds me of an arcade for adults. It's basically one huge Dave and Buster's. Like, it really is. There's all sorts of crazy little things to do, all sorts of forms of entertainment. It's definitely, it's honestly, Vegas is truly the entertainment capital of the world, unless there's like some part of the world that I'm not aware of that has massive amounts of entertainment. But hell yeah, dude, get it. Yeah, I went off on a tangent, boys. But yeah, I think what am I thinking here? Let's see. So Tim is saying Vegas actually has a few literal arcades I plan on checking out. I'm just gonna put $100 on a card and can see if I can beat Mario Kart. Hey, that's smart, man. That sounds fun as hell. There's it's cool. I'm surprised malls somehow still exist, but in Eugene, there's was it the Gateway Mall or was it the Valley? I can't remember which one we went to. I think it was the Gateway. I'm so terrible with remembering which mall I went to. But anyway, so I was with my girl and we went to it's like I think it's like called One Up Arcade, I think. And they have like Papa Shot, they got like all sorts of video games, they got everything under the sun. It's like, honestly, if I could live there, that'd be sick. And then let's see, Tim is also he said I was gonna play some slot machines, but I'll be on the strip, and apparently the odds on the strip are the worst odds. Really? Hmm. I can imagine. You know what you need to do? You need to go. I think this is the key to success. Is you need to go to the worst casino in Vegas, the one that's like run down, if there's any, that is, and find the most run down one, because chances are you're going to have the better odds. Because think about it this way: the only money casinos get, really, well, I wouldn't say the only, but the main source of money that they get is from suckers who keep playing on the slot machines, right? So there may be places in Vegas where the odds may be better. And you want to go to the place that seems like they don't get a lot of income. They get income probably because they're Vegas, obviously. And the odds are always in the house's favor. But you might still have a chance. And now that's a long shot. My logic on this is nothing more than a hunch. There's zero statistics involved. And it's a crazy opinion. But, you know. I want to see you win big. No, just don't gamble too much. I hope you don't gamble too much. I mean, do what you want. Obviously, it's your money, but I just don't want you to get. I don't want you to get taken by Vegas. I mean, hey, if you do like an Oceans, like an Oceans 13, those Oceans 11, 12, and 13 movies with George Clooney and Brad Pitts. Well, if you do like a heist, I'd be down to see a casino heist. That'd be sick. Shouldn't do that though, by the way. It's not. They got too much security stuff there. Let's see. Sandcastle. Tim says, yeah, the off-strip casinos have better odds. I think they are required by law to publish how much they are paying out, so you can find out where is better to play. Nice. That's actually not bad. Hell yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you find the place that gives you the better odds of winning, that's the most important thing, man. I mean, look, house always has the odds in their favor. So in theory, the longer you play, the longer you pay. That's a cheesy ass fucking line. But the longer you pay, the more you pay. The longer you play, the more you pay. Yeah, that's actually should be the slogan for Vegas, by the way. I think I need to patent that. The longer you play, the more you pay. Okay, cool. I like that. I love that. Yeah, that's why gambling is stupid. I mean, look, gambling's fun for entertainment purposes. I get it. There is some exhilaration, so don't get me wrong. I gamble by putting money into the biddy and shit, so I get it. Let's see here. What else we got? Just kind of see if there's any comments I'm missing. One moment. Okay, I thought I heard something trippy. Never mind. Let's see. All right, so I'm gonna show. Let's see. So Tim is saying I'm gonna show up with about $1,500, but only there 2 days. So what I don't spend, I'm using to buy stocks when I get home. Let's see how much I can save. I'll be hitting the Vegas Strip Denny's. Oh, hell yeah. Smart man. Dude, that's actually, I bet they have, of course they have a den. Actually, that makes perfect sense. But I'm pretty sure most major franchises have something there. I'm betting that there's a Vegas Strip McDonald's. I'd be shocked if there wasn't, to be honest. But let's see. I would love to see if there's like yeah, honestly, that would be awesome. I'm pretty sure the Denny's there probably isn't too expensive. Well, then again, it's Vegas. It might be. I can imagine. I don't know. I know the cost of a lot of stuff there is probably pretty high. Like, I'm a cheap ass. I hate paying a lot for anything. Like, I'm really cheap. Like, I know we live in a world where, like, there's a lot of pay to play shit, but, you know. I mean, I am making a lot of, I wouldn't say a lot of money, but I'm making a decent amount of money off betting against Bitcoin, though, thank goodness. Holy shit. I don't know if you're joking or not, Tim, but that's incredible. So for $2, they let you catch vomit coming off the roller coaster at Circus Circus. Oh my God. Dude, you're an animal. If that is real, though, holy shit. Beautiful. But man, honestly, Vegas, though, straight up, that sounds fun. I think the fun part about Vegas would just be like, I think it'd just be fun to walk around the casinos, you know? Just kind of like, just see people, whether they're betting their life savings or betting a few bucks. So Tim is saying UFC main event. It's time. I was cooking German food earlier. What a beast, dude. What a beast. Hell yeah. Oh, I should probably call it quits on the streaming though for the Wednesday for the night, but I got a few things I gotta do around the house in a bit. But let's see. Tim is also saying sausage and sauerkraut with onions, apples, peppercorns, caraway seeds, cloves, salt, brown sugar, cooked in dark beer. Oh, damn, dude. Damn. That sounds really good. Sounds damn good. What a beast. All right, man. You got anything else you want to add? I got to head out here in a second. Well, at least I got to do a couple things here in a second. God, that sounds pretty good, though, dude. Damn. That's a lot of stuff, though, to put in there, but damn, dude. That's actually sounds like that's legit. Dude, you are cooking legit German food, dude. That's legit. It sounds pretty legit, at least. I'm not too familiar with German food. Like, hey Tim, all right, man. I will catch you later, man. I gotta do some things. I gotta take a shower. I've been out in the sun a little too long today. I've been pretty much doing nothing but sweating. I'm a sweaty man. Anyway, catch you later, man. Hey, have fun. I'll catch those. Probably end up catching those UFC highlights later. But yeah, I can never. I mean, the rounds aren't that long, but yeah, I got sometimes I got such a short attention span for stuff. But I do like watching heavyweight boxing, though. I will admit, I will stay and watch a full heavyweight boxing match if I got enough beers in me. But anyway, I'll catch you guys later. Get later, Tim, man. And I'm out.